Okay, my name is Muhammad Danish Nurisham from the AF2B.
Assalamualaikum, my name is Muhammad Afiq Farhan bin Muhammad Zamri.
Hai, Assalamualaikum. My name is Muhammad Denis Safwan bin Zamri.
Assalamualaikum, my name is Muhammad Ashraf bin Muhammad Jafri.
So today, our group gonna talk about topic power steering. So the introduction, power steering in a car help the steering easier by using hydraulic or electric system to reduce the effort needed. Hydraulic system use a cylinder to assist, while electric system use motor. Even if the power steering fall, manual steering is possible in a hydraulic system. Some construction vehicle has two parts, frame with a rugged hinge in the middle. This hinge allow the front and rear axle to become a non-parallel to steer the vehicle. Opposing the hydrocylinder move to the half in the frame relative each other to the steering.
Power steering is a system that assists the driver in turning the wheels with less effort. Okay, there are three type of power steerings. First is hydraulic power steering system. Second is electric power steering, and last one is hydroelectric power steering. Okay, for hydraulic power steering, hydraulic pressure supplied by an engine-driven pump or power steering pump. This pressure assists the motion of turning the steering wheel. The power steering pump is turned by a serpentine pad or accessory drive, providing pressurized power steering fluid to the power steering hose and ultimately delivering it to the power steering control valve at the steering gear. For electric power steering relies on an electric motor to assist driver in turning the steering wheel. This system is highly efficient, only consuming power whenever assistance is needed. It provides improved fuel economy since the electric motor draws power from the vehicle's electrical system, helping to reduce the engine load. Electric power steering systems are generally lighter and more compact, making the overall vehicle weight lighter. The system also offers greater flexibility and adjustability, easily integrating with other vehicle systems and features, including advanced driver assistance system. Next is hydroelectric power steering. Hydroelectric power steering is an electrically assisted power steering system from TRW which combines the advantage of electronically controlled demand-based steering with robust hydraulic actuation. Electro-hydraulic power steering from TRW is the combination of a compact motor pump unit (MPU) and a conventional rack and pinion steering. As other electrical steering solution, ESPS operates independently of the combustion engine, reducing the fuel consumption of the vehicle. To assist the steering power provided by the driver, the motor pump unit (MPU) delivers the required hydraulic pressure into the steering cylinder. The separator piston separates the steering cylinder into two chambers so that the pressure is generated in the respective chamber as required by the driver. Okay, that's all.
Okay, welcome back with me, guys. So, for me, I'm gonna talk about operation, steering, and component system. So, in a motor vehicle system, contain a steering wheel, steering shaft, column shaft, tie rod, rack, idle arm, pit arm, and drag, or we call it center ing. So, the first is we got tie rod. At the first component, we got steering wheel. Steering wheel is a driver input device controlling the direction of the vehicle. It's connected to the steering column, provide a means for the driver to apply a torque steering system. So the second is we got steering column. Okay, the steering column is a shaft that connects the steering wheel to the steering gearbox or rack. It contains an additional component like an ignition switch, turn signal switch, and other control. At the third, we got tie rod. Tie rod is a critical component that connect the steering system of the wheel. They transmit the force from the steering center in or rack to the steering knuckle, causing the wheel to turn. So tie rod is make wheel can turn easily lah. At fourth, we got rack and pinion, or we call it steering gearbox. Rack and pinion is a common type of the steering system where the gear mechanism rack is used to convert the rotational motion of the steering wheel into the linear motion. As the steering wheel turn, is move the rack left or right, steering the wheels accordingly. Okay, number 5 is idle arm. Idle arm is a part of parallelogram linkage system in some steering setup. It supports the opposite and ends in center, helps the maintain proper alignment. And number 6, we got pit arm. Pit arm is connected in other end of center link. When the steering wheel turns, it translates the motion to the center link, which in turn move of the tie rod and steer the wheel. At last, we got drag or center link. So you get, and you can look at the picture. This is how it look. Okay, the drag or center link is a bar that connect the pit arm to the idle arm or directly to the steering knuckle. It ensures that both front wheel turn together and maintain the proper alignment. And that's all for me. So let's talk about overhaul.
Okay, Assalamualaikum. Okay, today I will present to you about overhaul steering system. Overhaul steering system involves a true inspection, replacement or refurbish of various components to ensure the proper function and safety of the vehicle's steering system. So, tool and equipment needed in overhaul: powering a steering system, jack and jack stands, wheel chocks, wrench and socket, wheelers, tie rod, puller or separator, ball joint, separator, top wrench, steering flip and pump, service manual for your specific vehicle. So I will share to you how overhaul. First, lift and secure the vehicle. Use a jack to lift the front of the vehicle, secure in with jack stand. Place wheel chocks behind the rear wheels. Number 2, inspect steering components. Visually inspect the entire steering system for sign of wear, damage or leaks. Check the steering wheel for excessive play or stiffness. Number 3, remove wheels. Loosen the lug nuts, lift the vehicle and remove the front wheels. Number 4, disconnect tie rod ends. Use a tie rod end, pull or spread to disconnect the tie rod ends from the steering knuckle. Okay, number 5, disconnect steering linkage. Depending on the system, rank and pinion or gearbox, disconnect the center link, idle arm and pitman arm. Number 6, remove steering column connection. Disconnect any electrical connection and remove the steering column from the steering gearbox or rack. Number 7, inspect and replace component. Inspect or remove components for wear, damage or play. Replace any worn out or damaged parts such as tie rod ends, ball joints or bushing. Number 8, install new component. Install new components in reverse order, ensuring proper torque of nuts and bolts. Lubricate any components that require it. Number 9, bleed power steering system. If your vehicle has power steering, lead the system according to the manufacturer recommendation. Number 10, check wheel alignment. After reassembly, check the wheel alignment and adjust if necessary. And then test drive. Take the vehicle for a short test drive to ensure the steering system is responsive and there are no unusual noise or vibration. Next is check and adjust. Recheck all nuts and bolts for reorder proper torque after the test drive. Make any necessary adjustment to ensure the steering wheel is centered and the vehicle tracks are straight. And the second last is refill steering fluid. If steering fluid was drained, refill it to the proper level. And the last one is final inspection. Inspect the entire steering system once again to ensure everything is secure and functioning correctly. So this is the picture. Okay, this picture. Thank you.
Inspection and troubleshooting. How to inspect power steering system? Firstly, with the car start, check by trying to steer the wheels all the right and left while parked with just one finger. Second, check for the level of the fluid. Then check if there are any leaks at the rack under the car. Next, check if the rubber boots on the rack are not damaged. Check if the ball joints at the end of tie rods are good. You could suck out all the old oil and refill with new if it's very old. Repeat every 2 days until the fluid seems clean, or drain it from the bottom by disconnecting one of the lines. This can be messed as I didn't notice a drainage point at the bottom. Refill from the top. Lastly, lift the front wheels off the ground and steer the wheels from left to right with someone under watching whether the wheels more or the entire rack moves too. If the rack moves, it means the steering rack rubber bushings need replacement. Next, how to troubleshoot power steering system. Check the power steering fluid level. If there's not enough fluid, it will be hard to make turns. Unscrew the cap of the power steering pump and check the fluid level. If it's not full, you have to add fluid frequently. You may have a leak. Then inspect the hose and lines around the power steering pump. If there's not, check the hose and lines around the power steering pump to make sure if it leaks or not. Lift the front end of the car with a jack. Check the seals of the rack and pinion for leaks. If you have an older car, you may have a recirculating ball you need to check instead. Check for loose belts. Have someone turn on the engine and turn the steering wheel while you listen for any noise coming from the pump. A scratchy, loud sound indicates a loose belt that needs adjustment. That's all about inspection and troubleshooting. That's all. Thank you.